Hello and welcome to my channel. Far Cry 5 is upon us, and this time around Far Cry takes us to the American state of Montana, where an evil cult has risen and it's up to the deputy to save Montana before it crumbles under the cult's influence. Here's what I think about the game, at least so far. First off, I want to say that the marketing that Ubisoft put out is really good and does its job of advertising the game really well. We have got numerous trailers, collector's editions of the game, a short film, and even a live-action event. Now if that's not good marketing, then I don't know what is. Secondly, the graphics are amazing. There are still some leftover touches from Far Cry 4, which took us to the Himalayan mountains, but that is okay. Even the water in this game looks better than Far Cry 4's, and 4's water was gorgeous. Now, gameplay. This is a big one. I have a strange experience with Far Cry games. I've only played 4 and Blood Dragon, and I already feel tired of the Far Cry formula. Now you might say that maybe it isn't my thing, but I actually happen to like FPS games a lot. And I've noticed that if I play, let's say, Far Cry 4 in short bursts, then I get tired of Far Cry really easily. However, when I play for a longer time, I actually love Far Cry. Anyway, the gameplay looks kind of like a copy and paste of Far Cry 4, but with a few adjustments. That's not necessarily bad, but it's not an improvement either. I won't pre-order or get this game at launch, but it's definitely on my wish list for later. I really hope that there are no insta-fail missions though, like stealth for example. Assassin's Creed Origins did a great job at removing those, and I wish Far Cry 5 will do the same. I understand the reason behind it, but gameplay-wise, those types of missions are not fun to play. I do look forward to customizing my character and playing co-op with friends. Completing the main campaign in full co-op should be fun too. Speaking of the campaign, let's talk story. So far from what has been revealed, I have a feeling that the story of this campaign will be really engaging and interesting, if not the best in the series. It looks like there is good character development, plot twists, and a couple sides to choose. I was skeptical about the game having a good story at first, until Ubisoft released some story marketing for the game, which made me lose my doubt. However, this time around I do wish that there will be a good and a bad ending, maybe a neutral one too, instead of the all bad endings we got in Far Cry 4. Oh, and also, gameplay and story-wise, it makes sense that the protagonist does not use knives. The protagonist is fine with killing cultists, but maybe the protagonist does not like using knives in close-range combat or takedowns. It all depends on the protagonist's characterization. Last of all, Ubisoft announced that there will be future content for Far Cry 5, which includes 3 DLCs and a map editor, as well as something special for Far Cry fans. The 3 DLCs are basically zombies, Vietnam War, and Mars with spider aliens. All of the DLCs sound absolutely awesome and even more interesting than the main game. For me personally, the Mars one sounds and looks really cool, especially because it has an option of gravity jumping on the surface of Mars. Then comes the map editor. From what footage and news I've seen and heard of it so far, Ubisoft did an astounding job at it. The map editor is not only single-player co-op and multiplayer, but also happens to include assets from both Far Cry 5 and 4. But wait, there's more. Those aren't the only assets. Assets from some of the other Ubisoft games are here in Far Cry style, including Assassin's Creed Unity and Black Flag, and Watch Dogs assets as well. And the last thing one of the more expensive Far Cry 5 editions, I think Gold, has to offer is a remastered version of Far Cry 3 called Classic Edition. I'm pretty sure it's for consoles only, as it probably doesn't need remastering for PC. Still, it would be nice to have it for PC as well. To conclude, Far Cry 5 looks to be a great game and a fun time to be had. With a few tweaks here and there, I feel like this may be the best Far Cry yet. The base game sounds great, and the upcoming content sounds even better. Is it worth $60? Probably not, but it is worth $40 at least, that's for sure. I will definitely look into possibly buying it sometime down the road. Thanks for watching.